taxes can be a handful, and everyone knows that if you do it wrong, it can cost you a lot of money or get you into a lot of trouble, or both. And let's be honest, there's so much information out there that it can be overwhelming. The thing is, Amazon has recently made dealing with sales tax extremely simple for us sellers, so you don't have to pull your hair out trying to figure it out. So simple, in fact, that I'm going to show you how to deal with taxes on Amazon in just 5 minutes. So you don't have to sit through all the other long-winded videos that go over all this mumbo jumbo that you don't need to know. My name is Crescent, and let's jump right in. All right, first, a few things new entrepreneurs get mixed up all the time. Sales tax is not the same thing as income tax. In simple terms, sales tax is what you pay when you buy something from the store. Like when you go to Walmart and buy a new soccer ball for $19.99, but you actually pay like $21. That extra that you're paying is sales tax. Income tax is the portion of your paycheck that you pay to the IRS or government every year. It's what's taken out from the money you make from working. In the case of selling on Amazon, we're dealing with sales tax. So at this point, I want to say that I'm not a tax professional or CPA. What I'm sharing with you is for educational purposes only, so don't try to sue me or anything. You should consult a tax professional in your country or state if you have any questions or concerns. What you should also do is smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. I put a lot of time into these videos, and all I want from you is to see that thumb turn blue. So thank you, and I appreciate it. Okay, so at the time of recording this video, because of some new legislation that was passed that has to do with marketplace tax collection, marketplaces like Amazon have made it extremely easy to collect and remit sales tax for Amazon sellers selling in the US marketplace. In the past, we had to deal with different tax codes and laws for each state, but now Amazon takes care of collecting and remitting sales tax for us in all US states except 5. You can read more about it on this page if you want to learn more about it, and I'll leave a link to it in the video description below. Now, this is already set up on your Amazon seller account by default, so you don't have to do anything. If we log into Seller Central and click on Settings, Tax Settings, you can verify this by scrolling through the list of states that Amazon is already collecting taxes for you. It's actually easier if you just click on the Add States button here, and you can see that all the states are already checkmarked except for 5. You'll notice that these are Delaware, Missouri, Montana, New Hampshire, and Oregon. But don't worry, 4 of these states don't collect sales tax, so you don't have to worry about them. The only state that does collect sales tax is Missouri. So does that mean you don't need to add Missouri to your account? Not necessarily. You need to add it only if you have Nexus in that state. There's 2 types of Nexus: physical and economic. Physical Nexus means you have employees, inventory, buildings, or equipment located in that state. Economic Nexus means you do more than $100,000 in unadjusted gross sales in the past year. So if you don't have physical or economic Nexus in Missouri, then you don't need to add it. Again, if you live in Missouri, do business from Missouri, or any of the 5 states that Amazon isn't taking care of this already for you, I highly recommend consulting a CPA to make sure you're doing things correctly and to stay in the loop for any future tax legislation changes. Now, if you do have Nexus and need to add one of these states, just checkmark it and the state will show up in the list here. Now, to get the state tax registration number, you'll need to register on that state's government website. And what I suggest is you consult a tax professional or CPA to see if you need to select the shipping and handling option here, and if you need to choose a different tax code here. It can vary depending on what you're selling. You may have different tax rates or even a tax exemption depending on what products you're selling. All right, that's it. Let me know in the comments if everything else you researched made this topic way too complicated, and if so, smash that like button for me. Now, one last thing before we go. Each year, if you sell more than $20,000 in gross sales and have more than 200 transactions, Amazon will provide you with a 1099-K form by January 31st of that year that you can download from the Reports Tax Document Library page. And lastly, how are you doing your bookkeeping? I realize that if you're just starting out and you're only selling like 5 or 10 units a day, then doing the bookkeeping yourself, like with QuickBooks or just a simple spreadsheet, would do the job. But if you want to make your life and your accountant's life easier, especially once you grow and scale your business, you can automate the bookkeeping process, and there's a couple of options you can use. Again, if you want to do it yourself, you can use QuickBooks. It's fairly inexpensive, as you can see here, and even less if you're self-employed. Now, if you want to automate some of the bookkeeping, you can use services that integrate with QuickBooks. A2X and Bookkeep.com are two popular options. Both of these are also subscription-based. Now, if you don't want to do any of the bookkeeping yourself, there's actually a service by Bench.co. They handle all of the bookkeeping for you, so you literally don't have to do anything at all. So shop around and see which option is best for you. Having your bookkeeping and taxes done right will save you a ton of time and headache. So if you want to get in touch with me, you can find all of my contact details in the video description below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment or question in the comment section below. I answer every single one. And as always, if you found value in this video, consider subscribing. And do me a favor, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help me out, and I'd appreciate it. And make sure you ring that bell so you never miss a future video. All right? Thanks for watching.